Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be comparing Hello Fresh and Gousto. I've been wanting to try a recipe delivery service for a while. I was trying to decide between the two and I was struggling a little bit, so if you're in the same situation, hopefully this will help. This video is not at all sponsored. Hello Fresh or Gousto don't have any idea that I'm making this. This is all my own opinion and my own money that's been spent. However, saying that, my friend actually uses HelloFresh quite a lot and she had a free box to give away, so she sent me a link and my HelloFresh box was actually free. But I did use a code to get some money off my Gousto box, but this was the maximum amount of meals for a week that I could get from HelloFresh and Gousto to compare to see which one is actually better. I will add some timestamps below if you want to skip along. There is meat in this, so if you're vegetarian or vegan, it may not be the video for you. If you want to skip right to the end just to get my opinions on things so that you don't have to see any of the food, that timestamp will be down below as well. So as a HelloFresh and Gousto customer, I do have some money off codes which I can share with my friends, so I will add them down in the description box. If you want to try either of the boxes, use those codes to get yourself some money off. This has just arrived, so I've obviously just unwrapped it, but this is a 5-day, 2-person set of meals. Excuse my hands because I'm staining the fence out in the garden. So beef Rogan Josh style curry. I picked that up because I wanted you to try it. Alicia's here whilst I'm unboxing this. Mexican style beef with crispy potato top and guacamole. Mexican style pork burger, pork and black bean tacos, and Herbit burgers. So this is everything laid out. I've never had HelloFresh or Gousto before. The only sort of like food delivery service I've had is Muscle Food, and one thing that I really liked about Muscle Food was that everything came in the pack, so you knew what was for what. So this is obviously just a load of ingredients. So good selection of vegetables. So we've got 2 packs of burger buns, some sun bites, whatever they are, some basmati rice, a lettuce, a couple of packs of tomatoes, potatoes, sweet potato, another separate bag of shredded lettuce, which I'm presuming is for the burgers, flat leaf parsley, avocado, chilli, onions, green beans, natural Greek yogurt, some cheese, tortilla wraps, and some meat. So we've got pork mince, beef mince, beef mince, beef mince, pork mince, passata, chopped tomatoes, red kidney beans and black beans. Alicia had said, oh, does he make you make your own burgers? Yeah, we've got to make our own burgers. And then there was a little box which came with good things come in small packages. So this is like all of the little bits, which is kind of like stocks, pastes, ginger, garlic, what's that, breadcrumbs, tomato paste, more breadcrumbs, chili flakes, seasonings, all of that kind of stuff. So, is that oil? Oh no, that's honey. So they literally just send you, by the looks of it, everything that you need, rather than obviously needing to go out and get like extra seasonings, which is really good, because sometimes if you're trying something for the first time, you get a big pack of spices and you don't end up using it again, and it ends up going off. So this was 5 meals for 2 people, should have been $38.99 I think, and I got this for free, which is amazing because my friend had some free boxes to give away. So I'm looking forward to trying this week. Gives us a little bit of variety with our meals. If you want Mexican style pork burger tonight. So tonight we are on pork and black bean tacos. I don't know how this is actually going to fill us up, so I'm going to put in some chips, I think, for Liz to have on the side with this. Herbie burgers tonight, and I will be adding some cheese onto this one just for a little bit of extra flavour. Tonight's menu is Mexican style beef with crispy potato top and guacamole. So I had some tortillas, so I decided to add a tortilla each on with this. But it smells really good and it's really good portion size too. So our final meal tonight is the Rogan Josh style curry. I did notice that this says Korma style curry paste rather than Rogan Josh, which is on the menu, so I don't know whether that's a mix up or what. There was also a couple of extra bits left over, so I had like spare mayonnaise and these sun bites. Now because these are roasted onion and turmeric, I don't know why these were in, so I might put these on the side of this because I did taste them. They're a bit curry-ish, so I think I'll just add them onto the side of the curry. Gousto has just arrived. Really looking forward to this, so I'll get it unboxed and show you what's inside. So I've got everything unpacked, and immediately the big difference between this and Hello Fresh is that there are separate bags for all of the little bits, so there wasn't as much organising to do. I believe that Hello Fresh did used to do that, but to save on packaging, they stopped doing it. It does make it a little bit easier, so I've not opened all of the individual bags because I'll end up getting them mixed up and I suppose it defeats the object. So we've got 4 recipes this week. Lamb and pistachio tagine, so there's a bag of stuff, the lamb, courgette and some parsley. Sticky chili beef burritos with lime mayo. So again, the bag, the beef, some baby leaf cheese, tomato, lime and tortillas. A mild chicken curry with the bag of stuff, some chicken, ginger, onion, tomatoes and clotted cream. And then this was an upgrade that I think it was an extra $1.99, which we're going to be having this evening, which is the ultimate cheeseburger with bacon and rosemary fries. So the bag of stuff, brioche buns, beef, bacon, rosemary, cheese, potatoes and a baby gem lettuce. I did actually get an email from Gousto saying that they were substituting the baby gem lettuce with some rocket, which they haven't done, which I'm glad about because I would prefer the baby gem to rocket, so I'm absolutely fine with that. So there are only 4 meals in this box, whereas with Hello Fresh there were 5, but a nice selection here, and hopefully, I think the only thing that Alicia won't maybe be too keen on is the chicken curry and maybe the lamb and pistachio tagine, but she will try it and fingers crossed I can get her actually liking a curry. First night is the ultimate cheeseburger with bacon and rosemary fries, so there was a surcharge for this one. I think it was $1.99, and these are the extra bits that were put in. So it was the panko breadcrumbs, some mustard ketchup, mayo, tomato ketchup and some Henderson's relish sauce type of thing. And here are the rest of the ingredients. Tonight's menu is sticky chili beef burritos with lime mayo. So we've got the mixed leaf salad, tortillas, some minced beef, tomato, lime, basmati rice, mayonnaise, cheese, chipotle paste, smoked paprika, chili flakes and some honey. I'm going to add in a few little bits to this as well. I'm going to add some sour cream and guacamole. Tonight's menu, lamb and pistachio tagine. This is actually a really quick one. It's only going to take 10 minutes. I love this kind of food. Whether Alicia is going to like it or not is a different story. The only thing I'm not probably going to be a fan of in this is the dates. So we've got lamb mince, pistachio, dates, beef stock, courgette, couscous, ras el hanout, whatever the hell that is, I've never heard of that before, and some parsley. I think I was given too much parsley because it's saying 5 grams, so I think I'm only going to need one of those. You can see it's quite oily, but let's see how it tastes. It's the final Gousto meal, which is mild chicken curry. I really hope that I can get Alicia to like this because I love curry. That's why I've picked a mild one, even though it's the hotter the better for me. So in this we've got some chicken, onion, tomatoes, clotted cream, rice, turmeric, chicken stock, tomato paste, sultanas, garam masala, ginger and garlic. I might leave the sultanas out because I'm not a fan and I don't think that she is as well. I did leave the sultanas out, so it smells nice, it looks nice, doesn't look the same as the picture, but I'm very much looking forward to trying this. Initially, Hello Fresh is the cheaper one. You get 5 meals for £38.99 just as a standard meal. That's not including any upgrades. I actually think was too bad. With Gousto, you're looking at £47.99 for only 4 meals. So there is a big difference there. You're a meal down and it's almost £10 more expensive. There is a difference though where you don't have to pay the delivery fee with Gousto where you do with Hello Fresh. I didn't feel that Gousto's quality was any better than Hello Fresh to warrant that extra price. There was actually a longer use by date on the products that came from Gousto, whereas all of the Hello Fresh products did have to be used within those 5 days. So I didn't have as much flexibility if I wanted to maybe eat out one night or get a takeaway, or if I had other plans, I did have to eat those 5 meals within those 5 days. Whereas with Gousto, there was a couple of days extra, so I did have a little bit more leeway if I wanted to do something else for dinner that night. A few things that I recognised where it might have been more expensive to use Gousto over Hello Fresh, not looking into the food quality, was the quality of the cards. So the Gousto cards are a lot thicker, they're a lot smaller, and I think that these would probably cost a little bit more to produce, whereas the Hello Fresh cards are more paper and they're a little bit more flimsy. And I'm assuming that there must actually be a Gousto recipe book because these have got hole punches so you can actually keep all of the recipes together, whereas you didn't have that with the Hello Fresh. So that's one thing where I can see that maybe the extra cost was involved with that. Also, there was a lot more packaging with Gousto. All of the smaller bits were individually wrapped. I'm presuming that also has an effect on the cost of the box. Whereas with Hello Fresh, obviously everything just came in the box and I had to sort it all out myself. In terms of packaging for both companies, I know that they want to try and reduce plastic waste, so I did notice that things were recyclable. There is still some plastic in there, which if you are conscious about the environment, this might not be the thing for you. Obviously, if you're getting spices from the supermarket, usually they come in glass jars, which can be recycled. Whereas with Hello Fresh and Gousto, you were getting lots of things in plastic sachets, which obviously contributes to plastic waste as well. In terms of the recipes, I actually really liked the selection that was on offer. Alicia, being a picky eater, was a little bit more dubious about some of them, but I'll give her a due. She did actually try everything. She wasn't a fan on either of the curries, and it's just one of those things I think that I'm never going to get her to actually want to eat. I paid an extra £1.99 for the ultimate burger with Gousto. I don't feel that it was really worth the extra £1.99 for having a little bit of bacon and cheese. For the cost of the box, that probably should have been something that was maybe included. One negative that I will say about Hello Fresh is that I felt that the burgers should have had some cheese on them. It would have made a massive difference, and maybe a little bit more in terms of making a burger sauce or things like that, just to jazz it up a little bit. But if these are things that you've already got at home, you can just add them on. You're obviously not stuck to just using what's in the box, you can add things to it as well. Both Hello Fresh and Gousto, you've got the option to select your meals. They will pre-select them for you and send them out to you the following week if you don't go on and change them yourself. So there is a good selection on there. I do think that Gousto was a little bit more gourmet, in that it wasn't sort of like the standard kind of meals that I definitely wouldn't be able to get Alicia to eat on a weekly basis. I think if it was 2 adults, Gousto has got quite a lot of variety that most people that aren't fussy eaters would really enjoy. But I think for us as a family, given that she doesn't like to try anything that's too different, should we say. Gousto is not something that looked as though it would really work for us on a regular basis. Hello Fresh, on the other hand, did seem to have lots of family friendly meals, so I think if you're cooking for several people and you have got younger children, they are things that they would want to try as well, so that was another plus for Hello Fresh. The recipes change every week, so you don't always have to be sent the same thing, or you don't always have the same choice, which can be a plus and a minus, because obviously if you've got your favourite recipes that you want to use the following week and they don't have them available, you're just going to have to wait until you see them again. But it is obviously possible for you to pick those ingredients up from the supermarket and have a go at making them yourself. In terms of the recipe instructions, I thought that they were both fairly easy to follow, although I did notice in terms of making things like rice, where they had a water amount that needed to be added, I felt that Hello Fresh was a lot more accurate. There was a couple of things that I'd made with Gousto where there was water that needed to be added, and it felt as though there was too much water there, and it caused a little bit of issue with the actual recipe itself. In terms of having absolutely everything you need, it's not the case. Make sure you've got some oil, some salt and pepper, just extra little seasonings that they're not adding into each of the boxes. All in all, by far my favourite was Hello Fresh. Alicia also agreed with me on this one. We felt that the flavours in the meals were a lot better than Gousto. The fact that they are cheaper as well, you do get that extra meal in there. So I will definitely be using Hello Fresh again. I've got another box being delivered next week, which I can't wait for. It's actually been really, really good for me, because whilst I've been really busy working on the house, knowing that I've got meals in the fridge that I've literally got a choice between 5 things that I have to cook, it stopped me from getting takeaways or just banging something in the oven that's in the freezer. So we've actually been eating really, really well, where under normal circumstances I would have taken the easy option. As I said, there are some codes down in the description below if you want to try either Hello Fresh or Gousto for yourself. I think it's about 50 or 60% off your first box, and then I think maybe 30 or 35% off for another couple of boxes. So my favourite, definitely Hello Fresh, and I'm looking forward to getting another box from them very soon. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I hope it helped. If it did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.